Hello.
Hey.
We're up to week 17 already, which means there's 2 weeks left in the regular season.
Ooh.
So we'll go back to last week. So you crushed it, and I was brutal. I didn't win a single one. So I'm 0 and 6 on the week. Maybe if I don't have a 3 star, I should just
Not
punt.
pick. Yeah.
Just punt because I didn't have a 3 star and I didn't get one right. So you had, so we were opposite Seahawks Rams. You had Rams, so you got it by a point, although it was
It was
clearly
just
the right side the whole way. I mean, they dominated the game and just lost on a complete fluke. Um, if you
yeah.
didn't, if y'all didn't see that game, it's an instant classic. You should go watch it.
Is it that kind of controversy? I mean, should you have a rule in your game that allows you to just sort of stand around after the play is clearly over and then just amble over to the ball and then pick it up and then that's a score? I feel like
So,
that's broken.
well, so the whistles didn't blow and the play
No,
continued. So
I get
it,
it, but
yeah,
they didn't like, and it's their job to know a whistle, blah blah blah. But everybody was just standing there like it was a dead play.
here's
Everybody.
here's the thing I don't
Uh,
understand with
yeah.
professional athletes and professional organizations.
Yes.
All you got to do is everyone coach your players to, if there's any doubt, you just go pick up the
Get
ball.
the
That's
ball.
not, it's not
The
hard. It's
ball.
the easiest thing. You're like smashing into someone else going full speed who's
Yep.
a gargantuan human being is a lot
Yep.
tougher than picking up the ball. But
Yep.
I mean,
Uh,
a
yeah.
lot of teams will just never do that. And I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't get it. Um, anyway, so you got that one. I had the Commanders, and I firmly believe if Mariota stays in the game, they probably cover that. But
Yeah.
you had Josh Johnson going in there throwing picks on just like brutal decisions, and so that didn't work out.
And there were like
Washington,
three third stringers starting, like, or ended up playing this week, I think, in
yeah,
games
things are
because of
getting
injuries.
really, really weird, but they always do this time of year.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's why you
so
hear all
I'm
the pundits calling for a shorter season.
right. So we were opposite Cowboys Chargers. Cowboys competed for a half and then they
Yeah.
decided to stop competing. So you crushed that one. The Titans, so Minshew goes down in like was it the first quarter even?
Yeah, something like that.
So I mean, yeah, clearly the
Killed
Chiefs'
him.
third stringer's not gonna hold up against even the Titans.
No.
Um, the you got are you the only one you got wrong was the
The
Dolphins, and
Finns
I
got
remember
demolished. Yeah.
I remember liking the Bengals, but then I was a little hesitant just because yours was playing instead of Tua. So
Yep.
um, I the Cardinals were ahead for a decent amount of the game, but they end up losing by I don't even remember. It was like a touchdown or more. So I got
Hmm.
that one wrong. We were opposite Lions Steelers, and you had
Another
Steelers, and you got
controversial ending.
yeah. There's another one. If you didn't see the end of end of that game, that was even for people who know most of the rules and who watch the NFL closely, that was very weird how that ended. I don't think many people know that rule. So real quick, it was a pass to St. Brown. He lateraled it back to Goff. Goff got in the end zone, so he scored as time expired. But there was offensive pass interference, which
By St.
obviously,
Brown, right? It was by
yeah.
St. Brown. Yeah, he shoved the DB.
So obviously, the defense accepts that to nullify the touchdown. But then I was thinking it should be one untimed down. But since the offending team was the Lions and time expired, the rule is you don't get another play.
Nope.
So very odd, almost
Yes.
never happens.
Nope.
I mean, by rule, they got it right, and they took a long time to
A
discuss it.
long time.
But yeah, you got to get it right at that point. So very
Yeah.
weird.
Strange.
And in a huge, I mean, that turns the
Oh
Lions
my
would have been
goodness.
probably
Yeah.
I don't know, 40% to make the playoffs if they win that game. Now they're
Yep.
like 1%. Um, okay, so Patriots Ravens, another. injury. Lamar Jackson goes out. The Ravens had been
Back
controlling
injury.
the game. Lamar Jackson goes out. The Ravens still had a good chance, but they blew it. So you get that one. You got the Patriots. And then I had the Colts, who were scoring with the Niners to start. And then I didn't even watch the second half, but obviously things
I
didn't go so well after
got
that. So
demolished.
yeah, I think they lose by 21. So you crushed it 5-1. I am 0-6. The old zero burger. Um, okay.
Niners, dark horse Super Bowl contender.
Oh, not even dark. Like I started thinking that like a
They looked
week or,
so good last night.
and they're
It,
in control of the one seed if they just win out.
yeah, and I think they're going to beat the Bears this weekend. I mean, they looked fearsomely good.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good game, but we'll get to that. All right, let's do week 17.
Let's do it.
There, so every team is technically, functionally, physically playing the game, but you've got motivation factors all over the place. Some teams absolutely need this game, and some teams have been in Cancun in their minds for like
They're
a month.
eliminated.
Right. So
Yeah,
we
yeah,
got
eliminated.
three Christmas Day games on
Yes.
Thursday. So today's Tuesday. On Thursday we start with the Cowboys and the Commanders. So
Uh,
I'm going Cowboys by 5.
The Cowboys minus 3.5.
All right, 3.5. Let me get this formatted. Let's check what it is. It is hello. Okay, it is 6.5. So, let's see. Let's get this. It's Cowboys 6.5. So I get that. So here's the big thing here. Uh, I'm pretty sure Mariota is going to be out.
Yeah,
He's got a quad injury and a hand injury, and I know it's their backup already, but I just don't think they're going to waste any. I mean, Mariota's a serviceable backup. I don't think they want him to get hurt worse. So I think it's going to be the Josh Johnson against the Cowboys game. So with, I mean, Josh Johnson is not. There's a reason why he's a third string quarterback. So I think this line makes a lot of sense. Cowboys on the road, more than 3, less than 7. It's creeping up to 7, and I just don't know how competent the Commanders can be on with their third string quarterback.
yeah. I don't think I picked this knowing Mariota was still going to be out, but that's okay.
Right. That's kind of what I assumed. I don't know. Like, it's still a division game, and I don't
Yeah,
think the Commanders are gonna like tell each other to not play hard. But it's just an ugly game, and I
yeah,
have no opinion on it. All right, let's
yeah.
do Lions at the
And the Cowboys are
Vikings.
eliminated too, right? Like both these teams aren't playing for any. I guess just the draft seeding, perhaps.
Right. I'm pretty sure that's true now because when the Eagles won, that meant the Cowboys were out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's go to Lions Vikings. I said Lions by 5.5.
Lions minus 4.5.
And it is 6.5. So I'm gonna get that.
And then
Okay.
Bowers came in for McCarthy, or was McCarthy benched?
No, he hurt his hand. He's got um the MRI results probably come out today. I have a feeling he's gonna be done for the year. He's got some weird like ligament problem, I think, because when he
Oof.
got hit on the sack at the end of the first half,
Yeah.
one of the trainer came over and was like doing specific movements, and he like you could tell he was in an incredible amount of pain. X-rays
Yeah.
were negative, so it's got to be like you remember when Burrow had like that wrist deal where he
Uh-huh.
like couldn't move his hand correctly. I think
Yep.
something like that happened. So this is, I think this is Brosmer probably playing, which is why I went. You know, this would have been more
Fire.
like Lions 3 if
Yeah.
McCarthy's playing, or even less, maybe a pick 'em.
Yep.
But yeah, um, so we're both in the range. It's more than 4, less than 7.
Yeah.
Man, the Vikings have started to play really well. Their defense is playing
Yeah.
well, but I just don't know. or whatever, I guess backup quarterback at this point against even the Lions are beat up on defense, but still, like I don't.
Yeah.
Again, I have no idea. I do think the Vikings will play hard. The Lions still have a shot at the playoffs, and since this is a Thursday game, they clearly will not know if they've
Yeah.
been eliminated because they're one of the first games to play. So the Lions are going to bring their best too.
Yeah.
No idea.
No.
All right, let's do Broncos and Chiefs. Another dud. What's with all? I mean, seriously, like so many quarterbacks
I
hurt.
mean, yeah. It's just a lousy slate of games. This week, almost all the games kind of suck.
Yeah, I agree. So I was way off on this. I went Broncos by 6.5.
I got Broncos minus 8.5.
All right, we both were very bad, and I was more bad.
I'm
It
gonna
is
get it and be like 8 points off.
13 and a half.
Oh crap. Wow.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like Minshew's out now too, but
Yep.
so I just figured division game. Like I figured the Chiefs are still kind of playing hard,
Yeah.
but then I'm like 13. Like I almost never miss one by a full touchdown. So I'm like, what's going on here? Okay, the Broncos defense just got embarrassed. They're like
Yeah.
supposed to be one of the best defenses, and they gave up 30 plus. So now they're playing against a third string quarterback, and I mean, it's hard enough for a rookie or whoever is even going to play quarterback for them to like come in and play against a below average defense. Well, now you ask them to come in and try to play the Broncos defense. I guess it makes sense. Like
Yeah.
it's a fair line. Can the
Yeah.
Chiefs can the Chiefs be competitive in a division game? Do you think with a third string quarterback? Like I know 13 and a half can be a lot.
I I mean, the Chiefs have struggled to be competitive when they were at top form this season. I don't know. They need a break, man. Did we talk last time about how like the Chiefs have like essentially played like almost a year extra of football, given how much playoff time they've had over the last 7 years? I don't know, man. And the Broncos just had a pretty stinging loss to conference rival, and yeah, I think this is the Broncos all the way.
Yeah,
Even at 13 and a half.
I sort of agree. I mean, the key is going to be can the Chiefs defense like hold the Broncos down a little bit, and
Yeah,
can they score a few points? And I
yeah.
don't know the answer to that. So
I don't either.
um,
And the
gotta
defense is
love
still pretty good, you know?
right, gotta love picking games with like backup quarterbacks and teams playing for nothing against teams
Yeah.
shooting for the one seed. It's like how do you quantify this?
Yeah.
All right, now we finally have a good one. So we got Texans at the Chargers. I don't know if these teams are in line for the one seed in the AFC still. I suppose if they both, well, if one of them wins out, they maybe could be.
Mhm.
So a lot to play for. And I don't know that either one of these teams has clinched a playoff spot either. So um, Texans at Chargers, I went Chargers 1.5.
I have also 1.5 for the
Chargers
Chargers.
1.5. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2-1 me, and this we're both close. It is 2.5. Okay, so interesting. So Texans are a little bit better team, but you give Chargers almost 3 at home. So basically an equal matchup.
Yeah.
Both, I mean, two top five defenses probably.
Yep.
And then I don't know, the Texans couldn't really move the ball very well against the Raiders, which was weird. I have no idea. I think this is very fair, and I'd like to
Yeah.
think it could go either way. So I guess maybe Texans, but um, they're
I,
one of
I
their best defensive players was out last week too. So who knows?
I do like the Texans here. I think the line is a little too high for the Chargers. I think the Texans are probably going to win outright. But here's the thing: I have been down on the Chargers all year. I think I've said this on earlier pods. I've sort of down on the Harbaugh mystique, but they've had a lot of significant injuries and they're still relevant. Yeah, I'm going to take the Texans here for 2 stars.
All right.
I like them
You
to come
got
away
it.
with an outright victory.
So real quick, the Chargers have won 4 in a row, and I think the Texans have won like 10 in a row.
Yeah, they have had like an amazing, amazing run of things.
Not 10, but it is 7 in a row.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I think as soon as I think I know what's going on with one
Yeah.
of these, I don't. So I'm gonna let you take the Texans and smoke it. All right,
Yeah.
let's move on. We got the
Yeah.
Ravens at the Packers. I went Packers by 1.
The Packers minus 1.5.
All right, I think you get that one. I think it's 2 or 2.5. Let's see, where is it at? It is 2.5. Okay, you got that one. Okay, so here's the thing. Lamar Jackson went out of the game against the Patriots with a back contusion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's probably a more gnarly bruise than I've ever seen, but it's still a bruise. So like
Yeah.
they still have a chance to make the playoffs. He's gonna have pain meds, and he's gonna play. I almost like I don't think there's a chance he doesn't play. I
Yeah.
do think there's a good chance Jordan Love doesn't play. His concussion looked pretty nasty. So Malik Willis at home against the Ravens. Um, I guess it's definitely fair that the Packers are still favored. They're probably a better overall team, but they're pretty banged up too. So um, I don't know. I mean, what do you do? Wait to see if Jordan Love's playing, I guess is what you do.
And I mean, Malik has has done really well for the Packers when he's come in. I mean, he was going to win them that game, before he fumbled that handoff in
Yeah,
overtime.
and he
I
made
mean, that
some.
was
He made a couple great throws too, like really good throws.
yeah. And he was mobile, you know what I mean? He was moving and throwing on the run. And I mean, I'll be honest, even if Lamar comes back, given the way the Ravens have played this year, I think I still like the Packers, even if it is Malik Willis.
Yeah, that's fair. And the other thing is, well, this is kind of contrary to what we were just saying, but Malik Willis is kind of Lamar 2.0. He's obviously
Yeah,
not quite as fast, but
yeah,
the running threat is there. So I don't know. Do the
yeah.
Ravens kind of know better than other teams how to defend because they play against Lamar in practice? I don't know, but
Yeah.
um, you got to think they'd be better prepared for Malik Willis than some other teams would be. What do you think? I don't know. Like I'm in a I don't know sort of a state this week.
Yeah, I don't know. This feels like just a stay away, given all the uncertainty.
Yeah, and when that game kicks off, both teams are playing for a lot. The Packers are the last
Yep.
team in. They got pretty
Yeah.
lucky that the Lions lost to the Steelers because they're
Yes.
still in control. So the Lions need to win. Well, what are the Lions? Are they only 8-7?
I think so. I think they're 8-7. I honestly, I don't know. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know if the Lions. I mean, they probably can beat the Vikings next week, but um, then they got to. I don't know. They could probably beat the Bears too, but I don't know that 10-7 gets them in.
They have to, so here's the thing. I think there's only one scenario. I think
Yeah.
the Lions have to win both and the Packers have to lose both. I think that's the only way the
Yeah.
Lions get in. And I don't know
Yeah.
that any other teams are even in the mix.
I don't think
I
they
think
are.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
the AFC South, or sorry, the NFC South, but just for the division title, not for the wild card.
yeah, well let's look at it real quick here. So Green Bay is the last team in at 9-5-1. Detroit's 8-7, and then yeah, the Vikings were eliminated. They're 7-8. So
Yeah.
that's all it is. It's Green Bay or Detroit. Green
Yeah.
Bay needs any combination of one win or one Detroit loss, and they're in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Interesting. Real quick, let's look at the AFC because the Colts are 2 games back with 2 to play, and I don't know if they would have the tiebreaker against. Oh, actually, they play the Texans again. So,
They do.
well, okay. So Indianapolis is clearly still in it because Houston has not clinched a playoff spot. So if the Colts win out and the Texans lose out, the Colts get the last spot. Otherwise, it's decided. Interesting. All right. So we pretty much know the playoffs,
Yeah.
who's in. A big part of it really now is seeding. So let's move
Hmm.
on. We got the Bucks at the Dolphins. I said Bucks by 6.
The Bucks minus 2.5.
You went with the old sneaky 2.5 line, huh?
I
Okay,
did.
5.5.
It's 5.5.
Yeah, so I get that. I missed it by a half point. Okay, excuse me. So the Bengals destroyed the Dolphins. The Dolphins
Destroyed
clearly,
them.
I didn't watch that game. I knew Burrow was going
Hmm.
to have a good game. I'm pretty sure I said that on the last one.
Hmm.
Um, and the Dolphins, they just realized they're out of the playoffs. They benched their starting quarterback. Like, I don't know how you control a locker room when those things happen. The Bucks need this. So do the Dolphins have one last spoiler effort in them?
Hmm.
Maybe, but how do you really know? Like maybe they're playing for draft capital here, and you're just not going to see much. Um, but the Bucks just keep losing to everyone, so I have no idea.
Yeah, they've lost 7 of 8 or 6 of 7 or something like that. They had just fallen off a cliff.
Right? Yeah, I want to take the Bucks bad here,
Mm.
but uh, I do think the Dolphins maybe like you don't want a rookie quarterback who's trying to get a feel for the NFL. You don't want to just
Hmm.
like completely not support him and play well around him. So maybe the effort will be there a little bit.
Well,
Um,
and I mean, the Bucks played the Panthers again in week 18, and the Panthers have the Seahawks this week. So, I mean, they are still playing for the division right now.
and I think if the Bucks win out, they win it no matter what anyway. So that
Yeah.
game meant so much more to the Panthers than it did the
Yep.
Bucks. But
Yep.
um, we'll see. That being said, obviously, if the Bucks lose and the Panthers somehow beat the Seahawks, then it's over. Um,
Over.
yeah, but that'll be good.
Mhm.
I mean, you'd have to think that game's gonna mean something in Week 18. All right, I have no idea on this one. I'm
Mm-mm.
moving on. This might be a pickless week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Patriots at the Jets. I went Patriots 11.5.
What, Patriots minus 14.5.
Oh, it's right. It's we're both close. It is 13.5. So you got it. I wanted to go a little higher. I just couldn't quite do it. All right.
Mm.
The Jets have not played well for a few weeks. The Patriots are playing for the 1 seed still.
Mm-hmm.
Who has the 1 seed currently?
It's the Broncos still, isn't it?
Yeah, it is still the Broncos. Interesting. Um, all right. So
Yeah.
Patriots will be trying to win. I'm guessing they want that bye. The Jets, I don't know. Again, it's a division game, but does that even mean anything at this point? Because the Jets have a good chance, still have a chance at the one pick, right?
Well, there are two and 12 teams, but they play each other this week. So
Oh,
yes.
that's right.
Yeah, I mean the
Um,
Stinko Bowl. And then yeah, the Jets are what, 3-13?
3-12, yeah.
3-12. Yeah.
So Jets, Titans, Browns are 3-12. Raiders 2-13. Giants 2-13. Cardinals 3-12. Wow, the Cardinals really
If
fell off.
he's got to go, Gannon's got to go, man. I mean, there's just no way. He's done nothing there. Nothing.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, the only thing that you would give throw him a bone on would be Kyler Murray wasn't his choice at quarterback, but I mean he's not an offensive guy either, and Marvin Harrison, who knows whose decision it was to draft him, but that dude just seems like he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
It's weird,
Yeah.
but all right. So yeah, Patriots, Jets, no idea. Again, just a bad, weird game. Let's move on. Steelers at the Browns. I went Steelers 3.5.
It's Steelers minus 7.5.
I think I might have nailed this one. It is three. It is 3.5. It came down a little bit from 5. All right, I get that one.
I don't
So
like
this
that's
is
too low. He looks so good. I mean, and the Rodgers look good, man, and the Browns do not look good. Shador does
so
not look good.
DK got suspended 2 games, so that's part of this.
Yeah, he
Um,
slugged that fan, dude. Mm,
well, he tried to. He mostly missed him, which is good for
mm.
the
Well, he
fan.
was, he was going up, you know? I mean, that's a hard
That's
punch when
true.
you're,
Who is
I mean,
that?
he's a big dude, but
Who is the guy in Street Fighter who did like that uppercut punch? Was it
oh, is that Zangief?
Zangief? Yeah.
Zangief. I don't know, man. We're gonna have the movies coming out, dude. Movies
Is
coming
it?
out. Yes, new
All right.
movie. Yes, I think 50 Cent is playing Balrog.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Man, I did not know that movie's coming out. I'm definitely going to see that though.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So again, the Browns. Who did the Browns just play? The
Yeah.
Bills,
Yeah.
and they
And
put
they
they put.
almost, yeah. So here's the thing. The Bills defense is too fucking terrible for them to be honest contenders. I don't care how good Josh Allen is. He just I just
I would agree with you. The only thing is, there's no one in their path that's going to be like, oh, this team's going to blow out the Bills. Like like if there was like a blue blood that was balanced with a great quarterback, I would agree with you. But like who's just gonna like
I
handle the
just
Bills where it's not a close game?
I don't know. Like they have literally the worst rushing defense in the league. Like they're 32 out of 32 or maybe 31 out of 31. I does it matter if they're rushing deep? It's one quarter of what they or one fifth of what they need to do to be special is the worst. I just feel like I don't know. That's probably a non-starter for me. What did Bill
Yeah,
Parcells say? You don't want to be a team of outliers?
that's fair. Yeah, I mean, too bad for them when the perennial contenders are mostly out. They have a
Right.
bad defense,
Yes.
but
You've had a like a complete reset of the power dynamic in the AFC and maybe the whole NFL, right? And then his look, maybe he can just be Superman for 4 games and win and God bless him if he can, but I don't know, that just seems like a pretty big thing to overcome um
right,
in the playoffs. Um
right.
so
So yeah, the Browns played the Bills tough. I think it
yeah,
ended up being a 3 points or something.
23-20, I think. Yeah.
So the only thing I take out of that is the Browns are still kind of playing hard.
Yeah.
So division game at home against the Steelers, you can play spoiler. I think you're going to get a decent effort from the Browns,
Hmm.
but it's 3.5. Well, I guessed it right on, so obviously I think that's fair. And again, I don't know, not sure on that one. Okay, Jags at the Colts. I said Jags by 3.5.
I went Jags minus 6.5.
All right, I think you're gonna get that. I'm pretty sure. It is, you nailed it
Oh, lovely.
across the board.
I mean, that win against the Broncos, maybe the most impressive win of this season from my perspective. I that's a serious win, and I didn't
Yeah,
think this was a very serious team. But I don't know to go because it was on the road too, wasn't it? They were in Denver and they won by
yep,
2 touchdowns.
yep,
Yeah, man, I don't know. I think the Jags are for real. I mean, they're in contention for the 1 seed with that win
yeah.
in
So
the AFC.
it just doesn't make any sense. Like, I guess maybe they're just a lot better than we thought they would be, but um, I just go back to You remember when Sala was cussing at Cohen for like stealing
Oh yeah,
signs and stuff?
signs. Yeah, at the beginning of the season. Oh yeah.
So
Or no, that was last. No, that was this year because Salah was the D coordinator, right, in San Francisco.
right.
Yeah.
So who else has gone into Denver and smoked the Broncos? No one, not even close, right?
Hmm. I mean,
I
that
don't know.
defense is top notch.
I'm not big on conspiracy theories, but like, how did they just
Oh,
go in there and smoke them, right? Like,
it's fair.
who who's the one team in the league that has like consistently kind of like they don't seem like they should be that good and they just keep like winning and blowing teams out? I don't know.
The Bears.
We'll
Oh,
see.
you had me at the Bears until you said blowing teams out.
Yeah. But NFL teams are smart. You got to think teams seeing them in the playoffs for the second time. If there is something there, they
Yeah.
should have a way to kind of like confuse them or whatever. So interesting to see how the Jags play here,
Yeah.
kind of down the stretch. But Jags at Colts, the Colts seem like they are. They're not mathematically out, but they basically need to win out and have the Texans lose out. So
What a sad ass year for that man.
yeah,
They were 7-1.
remember like 2 months ago I said, look at the Colts schedule. This is a tough schedule.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be crazy if they didn't make the playoffs? And now they're like basically out with 2 games to go.
They're done. I mean, and here's the thing. What do you do? They gave away for 2 first-round picks, which was stupid at the time, even with Daniel Jones playing as he was. And then does Daniel Jones suck, or did he have that injury the whole time, or at least some form of injury that led to an even more bigger injury? Like it feels like the Colts may have just set themselves back 3 years.
Yeah. And I just saw something today, which obviously I didn't verify it, but it said in the last like month there were 16 games that specifically could have hurt or helped the Colts playoff chances. But obviously their
Yeah,
games and other teams' games, and
yeah.
every single one of them, the result was detrimental to the
To the
Colts'
Colts.
playoff
Yeah,
chances. That's crazy
yeah.
if it's true, but so
So
yeah,
taking the Colts here.
I mean even last night, oh, I took them last week, and they were scoring every possession almost the first half, and they still couldn't even hang with the Niners. So,
Well,
no,
Purdy had
not.
the game of his life. What did he have? 5 touchdowns, something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, I have no idea. I'd like to think they could keep it close at home, but I've been wrong on the Jags all year, so I
Mhm.
don't know.
Me too.
Okay,
I
Saints
still
at
don't believe him.
Titans.
Yep.
I would say toilet bowl, but the Saints might be like an
Dude,
average team at this point.
they found their quarterback and the guy, the head coach. I mean, I guess he was the reason the Eagles won the Super Bowl last year. So, and he's
Yeah,
turning the
maybe.
Saints around. I mean, they could win
He,
5, 6 games this year, and they were fucking dog shit to start the season. So,
yeah,
I mean,
and the Eagles' offensive coordinator this year is terrible. So
he's the scapegoat, dude. He's the scapegoat because apparently, Kevin or Nick Sirianni doesn't know how to coach offensive football. Apparently, it's all his
oh,
fault. His scheme is stupid. He's a dumb big idiot when it comes to coaching, and that just whole Eagle situation just mystifies me. Just mystifies me.
yeah, and then at the end of the day, like if they get right, they're gonna be have a
Yeah,
great chance to come out of the
yeah,
NFC still.
yeah. I
Um,
mean, they're going to be in there in the playoffs. They just, I guess, stop having to listen to their offensive coordinator and head coach.
yeah, who
It's just so
knows?
bizarre. I mean, they've got like one of the best GMs in the game, but like they can't figure out their offense. It's just so fucking strange.
All right, so I went
Yeah.
Saints by 3.
If Saints -3.5.
Okay, it is 2.5.
Ooh. You can go ahead and give me
Okay.
the Saints here.
Yeah, is it
I'll
too
take
good to
them.
be true?
I'll take them for 2. I mean, maybe, but the Titans are bad. I know they walked all over the Chiefs, but the Chiefs were on backup number 2. So
Right. I'm going Saints here too. Just like the Saints have been in a game with pretty much everyone the last
They've
month,
been
month and a
playing.
half.
They've been playing. Yeah.
Um, I don't see any scenario where the Titans blow them out, and I think if it's close, I trust the Saints.
They can
You
win
know,
by a field goal, right? I feel like they
yeah.
can win by a field goal.
And I
How many stars you
love
putting on that?
3.
Badass, dude.
All
Bad
right.
ass. Boom.
I've been bad lately though, so I don't know. Okay. Seahawks Panthers. I went Seahawks 4.5.
The Seahawks minus 5.5.
Think you're gonna get that, but I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember exactly what's going on with this. Yeah, it is 7.5. No
Um,
love for the
no.
Panthers.
Go ahead and give me the Panthers here.
4,
1 star.
1. All right. Um,
Cover that bad boy.
that is nuts.
That's a
It's
huge.
basically two possession. I mean, it's not, but it basically is.
I mean, they're a playoff team, right? Like the
The,
Panthers are a
yeah.
playoff team. I mean,
Well,
they're in
it,
contention. They're in contention. They
right,
need this game. I mean, they need this game. They can't afford to fall behind the Bucks.
right. Um, yeah. That I mean, that seems like a lot. Um, I, I don't know. It's so confusing to me that I don't even know what to think about it. Um, yeah. So I'm staying away.
Did I get that
It's
one? Sorry, or did you?
you. You got it.
Okay.
So it is. I don't know. My formula is not working this week. I have
It's
two,
tied with a
3.
tie.
I have 3, 4, 5, and you have
I think
4.
also.
5-4, or no, it's 5-5.
Yeah, it's 5-5 with one tie.
Yeah.
It's a
Um,
competitive week, unlike last week.
yeah.
Our
I don't
one
know
viewer
how.
must like it when it's more competitive, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Uh, all right. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah.
Cardinals at the Bengals.
Ooh,
I went Bengals seven
dog
and a
shit.
half.
Bengals minus 4.5.
I don't know what this one is. Let's see. It is 7.5. It is 7.5. I got it. Okay. So
Mm.
the Cardinals refused to win a game. The
Hmm.
Bengals clearly are still playing hard. Burrow got right. Like they're looking to just blow the doors off. And I heard an interview with Kasicki after the game, and he's like, they're like, how do you guys stay motivated when the season is lost? And he's like, you never know how many games you're going to get in the NFL, and like it starts with Zach Taylor getting us ready, even though we know we're out of the playoffs and all this. So yeah, I mean you can clearly see that they're coming ready to play. Um, so I think
Yeah.
this is fair. I don't
Cardinals are
know.
crap.
Yeah, and
And
like
they're on the road.
7.5, 7.5. I don't know what to think. I'm gonna stay away. You too?
I mean, I really want to pick the Cardinals here, but I just don't have any faith. It's just it's a big number, right? And that's the purpose to keep us guessing. I just feel like the Cardinals don't want to be competitive, right? The Bengals seem to want to be competitive, game in and game out. They're fighting still. I don't just look at the same sense. The Cardinals, there's that, controversy at QB, probably coach on the way out the door. Yeah, this feels like a rabid stay away for me. You just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Bengals defense and Burrow clicking, like there could be a
Yeah.
lot of points,
Yeah.
but
And
who
look,
knows?
Burrow's got some ground to make up just in terms of, putting in the time. He's been out, he's had some injuries, so he needs the reps. He needs the reps.
Yeah,
In-game
all right.
reps.
Okay, so let's move on. We got
The
Fooey,
Turd
the
Fest.
Giants against the
The
Raiders.
worst game of the year.
I went pick 'em.
Me too. Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
it is. it opened Giants 2 and it flipped to Raiders 2.5.
That is so fucking dumb.
So obviously we tie that.
You said 2.5?
Um, yeah.
Okay.
Um, what is like Jackson Dart out or something? Like how
I
like
don't know.
if you go ask 10 people who sort of watch the NFL, like who's gonna win this game, you'd have to think that like Jackson Dart would maybe win a close game against a Raiders team who's just like completely well,
You
they
feel
did play
like it.
they played the Texans tough, so it's not like
Yeah.
they've given up. I don't know. Why am I trying to figure out what the hell's going on with these two teams?
You shouldn't.
Some yes, some there's some reason why
Well, they're
they
playing for that kid
flipped.
from Indiana, right? Mendoza. It's the
Is
it's
he?
the I mean, he won the Heisman and he's a quarterback and he's on the best team in the country right now.
That's fair, but I don't know. Maybe he does project well. I have no idea, and I would. He kind of seems to me like you know maybe the best player on the best team, but not a great NFL quarterback. But I really have no idea. Maybe he
I,
is high up on the draft
yeah,
board.
it does, and I don't follow college sports at all, but does any of that even matter? Like, isn't Heisman Trophy plus winning school? Isn't that the thing? Isn't that why we're so bad at evaluating quarterbacks? Because we don't know how to evaluate quarterbacks out of college, and so they just look at the big blinking, lights to make their decisions.
Right.
But regardless, whether it's Mendoza or somebody else, they're competing for the number one seed draft position. So neither
Exactly.
of them. I do think the Giants want to win, though. Honestly, I feel like because they've got their guy, their quarterback. Um,
Right.
there's more incentive for them to win, just to again get reps, get winning experience, get in-game experience for their young quarterback. The Raiders are just. I mean, is anybody going to be on that team next year? Maybe Max Crosby, and that's it. Probably new coach, probably new coordinators, new quarterback, and Bowers, right?
Yeah.
Brock Bowers. They're probably not going to give away Brock Bowers, but
Yeah. I have no idea.
we don't
Who
have to talk
knows?
about it
We'll see.
anymore.
We can
Here's
discuss
some games.
what happened
Yeah,
in the game afterwards.
yeah. Here's some games.
Eagles Bills. I
Game of the
went
week.
Bills 3.5.
I got Bills -3.
I have no idea what this one
Mhm.
is. It is two. Well, hold on. There's two 2.5s and two 1.5. So I guess we'll say two. You got that one. Really? I guess maybe just what you said. The Bills defense is the worst unit. So you give
Well,
the
their running defense is the worst. Their passing defense is okay, but the run defense is garbage,
right. So Saquon should be able
statistically
to do
speaking.
whatever he wants.
You would think.
Um,
If the Eagles choose to exploit it, since their offensive mindset is stupid, maybe they won't realize that and decide to pass the ball a bunch. I don't know.
yeah, and then on the flip side, if Jalen Carter is back, that obviously helps them. If he's
Yep.
not, Cook is also going to run all over them.
Yep.
Um, I don't know. I'm biased. I actually I like the Bills as a team a lot more than the Eagles, just as far as like
Do too.
not saying that they're like a lot better or anything, but I just like them. So I'm not going to let that play into it. I think it's I guess fair in a way. It is sort of confusing why it's not three. It's not like the Eagles have played great lately.
Mm-mm.
Like
No. And I'm going
they
to
could
take
have
the
lost
Eagles though
that
for three
game.
stars. They sure could have. Yeah. These are interesting, really interesting teams. Broken teams that don't quite seem complete enough to be truly competitive, but yet, given where the NFL is right now, I guess anything can any given Sunday. But yeah, I'm going to take the Eagles for 3 stars.
You got it. All right. Bears at the Niners. I went Niners 5.5.
Same. I
All
think it's higher.
right. No, it's 3.5.
Whoa, really? Oh, did it come down?
Not according to this, but who knows? Um, it says it opened at that.
Hmm.
So we obviously tie. So real quick, I have two, three, four, five, six, and you have one,
I
two,
think we're
three,
tied still.
four, five. Yep, 6-6
It's three
with
ties.
3 ties. Okay, here's the thing. Like, Niners have played very well, but the Bears have basically been in every game and won most of their games down the stretch as well. So, like, on one hand, the Niners have been covering against most teams and winning,
Hmm.
and the Bears have kind of been doing the same thing. So, like, the Niners are the better team, so it's more than three, but like Ben Johnson and the Bears, like, you just fully expect them to be in the game. So I think it's fair.
I agree. Uh I didn't realize this was but the Bears, the first team in NFL history to be losing or to come back while losing within the last 2 minutes of the game. They have come back to win 6 times this season while trailing not just in the fourth quarter, but the final 2 minutes. That is fucking nuts.
Yeah, that is nuts.
I,
Um,
that is not. I mean, whatever. But that I don't know, man. That is crazy, crazy, crazy. To have that happen so often, six fucking times, and not again, not just the fourth quarter. 2 minutes, 2 minutes to go in the game, and they've won 6 ways 6 times that way. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that team. What do you say about a team like that? I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. So they need any combination of one win or one Packers loss to win the North, right?
I think that's right.
Okay, so they're in the playoffs, but they're playing still for the division.
Yeah, seeding.
And
Yeah.
very well could come down to the last week. I mean, the Niners are favored here, and
Hmm.
Packers are slightly favored. So if that plays out that way, then you're going to get Week 18 for the North,
Hmm.
which is what, Bears, Lions, and Packers,
Yep.
Vikings.
Yep.
That could be very interesting.
For
Um,
sure.
I I think this Niners Bears line is fair enough. I don't know
Yeah.
what to think about that.
I
Okay,
mean, I just can't get over the way that they played the Colts yesterday and how good Purdy looked. And certainly the defense isn't the Bears' strong suit. Again, they've come up with a lot of turnovers, so they're exciting and explosive in that regard. But from a consistency standpoint, they're not blowing the doors off you defensively. Yeah, man, I just think this is the Niners all the way. I'm gonna stay away from
yeah,
picking it though. But
right, yeah. I have no idea on that one. All right, Rams at the Falcons.
mhm.
I went Rams by 7.
Rams minus 10.5.
I have no idea on this one. I feel like it might be creeping up. It is 8.5, opened at 8. I get it by a half a point or less. So I edged you out there on the last one by just a smidgen.
Yep, we take the week.
So
7-6, 3 ties.
Falcons have been frisky lately.
Yeah.
So at home, it's more than a touchdown, but not double digits. I guess it's right in that zone that we both thought it would be. Um, Rams are off. They're going to try to get the sour taste out of their mouth after losing to the Seahawks. I don't know. In my pick 'em, I'm obviously going to have to pick all these. I think maybe the Rams win this one by 3 touchdowns. It could get ugly, but who knows? I just don't see, if Devontae's back. I don't know that I see the Falcons slowing down the Rams very much.
No. And I'm not sure what the Falcons are playing for right now. So
Right. Okay, so I only have one pick, and it's the mighty Saints. And you also have the Saints, and then you
I
have
do.
the Texans, Panthers, and Eagles.
I do.
Um, all right. It's a thin week on the picks overall.
Yep.
There are a lot of bad games, a few decent games. I feel like overall there's less drama than there normally is.
Mhm.
Um, who's going to win the Super Bowl?
I honestly coming out, and maybe this is major reason. I like the 49ers right now. I just feel like their stories paralleling a little bit what happened with the Eagles last year, where the Eagles kind of came out of nowhere at 14-3. Were sort of under the radar all season while they all they did was win games, because they were, the Lions were an amazing story. The Chiefs kept winning. They were both 15-2, and then you had the Vikings winning. They were also 14-3. They had identical records with the Eagles. Nobody was talking about the Eagles. Some of that I think was the way they started last year. And I think they were like 2-3 and they were calling for Sirianni's head. Then they win the Super Bowl and they just stomp everybody. Um, Niners feels kind of similar. Nobody's talking about them. All they're doing is winning games. They got a great head coach who's been there before, never won. Uncertainty in the AFC. Just, yeah, Niners. I like the Niners right now.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think that's a decent, like, if they don't have any more major injuries, they've been healthy since they had their
Yep,
big ones early.
yep, yep.
So, although Kittle just had an ankle injury, which sucks, he's on my fantasy team, and I would guess he's not going to play this next week, which is my
Yeah,
championship. But oh well. What else was I going to say? Well, here's the thing: either the Bucks or the Panthers are going to host a playoff game, and
yep,
the Steelers are going to host a playoff game.
yes.
I think you're going to see a lot more parity in the playoffs this year
Yeah,
than years past. Like
yeah,
usually there's a couple games where it's like, oh, this team had no business being in the playoffs. Like there's no way they're winning a game. I don't. I feel like most games should be competitive this year,
yeah.
but
Right
I
now, I
don't
like the
know.
Niners and the Patriots in the Super Bowl, and I like the Niners over the Patriots. That's where I sit right now.
All right.
How about you?
I don't know. I still think. I mean, I do kind of like the Niners just because they've been flying under the radar because
Yes.
they had the injuries, and then they've always been
Yep.
kind of a little bit behind the Seahawks and
Yep.
Rams. But
Nobody's paying
I don't
attention.
know, like who's going to out scheme and out talent and out consistency the Rams in a given week? Like the Rams
Yeah.
coached quarterback, offense, defense, just like
Yeah.
very solid. I think they have a very good chance. They've been there
Yeah.
recently. Yeah, and then the AFC, I really have no idea what's going to happen there. It could be
I mean, could the Jags make the Super
anyone.
Bowl? Yeah. And it just feels like if you look at the records just across the board, you're really at the top end and really at the bottom end. A lot of where you're gonna have like it's possible to have like three or like six teams finish at 11-6 or better.
Yeah,
Like,
it's crazy. The middle of the league kind of like isn't a thing this year. It's like everyone's either
no,
11
haves or
and
have nots.
11 and 6 or 3 and a
Yeah,
million.
yeah. Okay.
All right. I think we'll wrap that week 17. We got one more week of regular season next week, and then the playoffs are going to start. And my team's not in it, but yours is going to be in it.
Yay, for the first time in 7 years.
All right.
Woo.
Since the 43 yarder.
Yeah, since the double doink. Since the double doink.
And just think they fired that kicker over a 43 yarder off the post.
Yeah. Yeah, all their hopes and dreams were they were going to win the Super Bowl with Mitch Trubisky, but then the double doink happened.
All right. Go Vikings.
Go Bears.